All right, so let's dive in. Let me make sure. Okay, so today we're talking about Substack. I only found out about Substack maybe 3 weeks ago. I had heard of it, but then I asked you guys on my Facebook profile what you thought, and I got so much positive response that I um, went and checked it out, and I fell in love, and I set everything up there, and I want to show you why and how, if it might be right for you, how you can do it too. Because you've probably noticed there's been a real shift in social media. And as things get noisier and faster, and there's just always controversy, like the way to, you know, get coaching clients on social media is to polarize people and make somebody wrong. It's like, that's not really what I want to do. And so it was so refreshing to go to Substack and see people who have deeper, meaningful work talking. It reminds me of 2008, 2010, right around then, when we were all coming onto Facebook and we were nice to each other. We were helping each other. It feels like that. And it's such a great place. Okay, so one of the things that I hear a lot from the women I work with is that they don't know how to communicate quickly and effectively what their work is about. And it's because their work is deep. It's meaningful. It's not just, 3 steps to set up your profile or something like that, right? And so they're constantly trying to figure out, how do I navigate Instagram, Facebook, whatever, LinkedIn platform they're on, so that I'm attracting the right people. And it's so important that we're attracting the right people, because when we attract the wrong people, it's not good for them. It's not good for us. So anyway, we're talking about this shift from creating content, short form content, to building a body of work, your work, and how we can stop posting into the void and find a home base for your ideas. And I'm going to show you all the things this platform can do. I believe it is going to blow up because it's so good. And people are starting to move over. It's starting to get a little buzz. That's probably why you're here. Maybe you heard about it. How many of you are there already? Could you tell me in the chat? Hi, Jose. Good to see you. Listen, I'm back. I'm glad you're back from round two. How many of you are there? Tell me if you're there. Just say there, or not yet, if you're not there yet. Because, the online space is changing. Social media, when it moved from social to interest, right? We're being shown what the algorithm thinks we might be interested in, and being tested to see if we're interested in other things. And we don't see our friends and followers anymore, and they don't see us, right? So I'm calling it interest media. And this, I see the people I subscribe to. I can curate my own audience, what I want to watch, right? And I think we're all craving that, where we can actually connect with each other in a deeper way again. And so, the noise, I think it's going to keep increasing. I don't know what's going to happen, but here's what I do know. I'm going to Substack. I am there, and I am so happy. So let's dive in. Well, let me just say a little bit more. The perspective I'm going to share with you, and I'm going to show you my publication, how I set it up, all the things Substack can do. But it's really a home for thought leadership, a home for your voice and your body of work, and a place for your content to compound over time, not just get lost, right? Some of the things that you see on Substack are from months ago, and it's great stuff. So I love that it allows your content, your ideas, your leadership to feel connected. And so instead of trying to post over here in one place, right, on, let's say, Facebook, Instagram, right, and then emailing from I don't know, high level Kajabi, podcasting from Libsyn, wherever you're podcasting, right? And then trying to duct tape it all together. It's all inside Substack. You don't have to do it. You guys are going to be blown away. And it makes it so much easier to be coherent with your messaging. And that's what builds trust. That's what builds your brand's power. And it helps people really understand who you are and feel like they're getting to know you, know what you do, and decide why they want to hear more from you, or maybe why they don't. It reminds me a little bit of when I first started growing my business by speaking. It's that intimacy where you feel like you're in a room with people. So I want to think about it strategically for you. Um, Not just like, yeah, I'm on there and I'm posting. Like, let's go deeper. Let's make a plan. How can you actually use this as a tool for brand building, for your thought leadership, for connection, for your business? And then I also want to make this really practical. I don't want you to feel, you know, I'm so inspired. I mean, I always want you to feel that way, but I also want you to feel like you have something to do now that you can use what we're going to talk about. So I'm going to walk you through how I think about it, what matters most. And then I am already screen sharing, but I'm going to take you to the different areas and show you what's going on. Because sometimes the biggest hurdle is like we get a little overwhelmed with a new. I'm a tech geek, so I love it. I have a computer science degree, so I'll go in. But a lot of people get a little overwhelmed. So I made a guide for you step by step. I'm going to give that to you in the chat. And I put it in my Substack membership as well. So let's start with the bigger picture. I think one of the biggest opportunities on a platform like Substack is that it supports you in moving from kind of random piecemeal content creation into an intentional ecosystem, to building out your ecosystem. And that's a very different thing. So you can stop with the what should I post today? I don't know what to post. What's going to perform well? What's the latest news from Instagram? You know, how do I get visible? Do I need to dance? Like, no. Intentional ecosystem building is more like, what am I known for? What do I want to be known for? What conversations am I leading? What body of work am I building? How do I guide someone from discovering me to trusting me to buying from me and staying inside my community? And that's a completely different energy. It's one of the reasons that I love Substack so much, because it can support you in growing out your business. And it's free, you guys. It's free. It gives your ideas somewhere to live. It gives your audience somewhere to land. It gives your content a sense of continuity. So I'll show you when I go into my account in a minute here what I'm doing each week that is continuity. And so it gives you a way to build a direct relationship with the people who care about your work. And that's a big piece of, having direct access to someone, really seeing how they speak, how they talk on audio, how they write. So when someone subscribes, they're actually opting into your world. And when they subscribe, their email is in your account, and Substack emails them. If you choose, you can check the box to do it or not when you put up new content. And it's beautifully formatted. You don't have to do any of that anymore, pulling it to somewhere else. Letting people know from, Kajabi, wherever your email list might be. Okay. So, all right. So I want to cover, I think there's like 4 different areas. The first is clear positioning. We want to make sure that we're positioned well. Why would someone subscribe? What kind of conversations are they entering, and are you leading? And what will they come to know you for? The tagline I've been using over there is be seen, be heard, be paid. But it's also, if I added another one, it would be known for the work you do. So the second one is to create strong pillars. I'm going to take you through all of this. It's a big one because it helps your audience understand the different things you will be talking about, writing about. The third is the ecosystem. And the fourth is what's the ascension path that you're taking people through. So that's what we're going to do. Let me go. Yes. Okay. So we're sharing this one. Okay. So here is my. Do I need to make this bigger? How's this look? Oh, you just signed up, Jose. That's awesome. You haven't taken the time. Okay. Well, that's okay because I'm going to take you through it. Yay. Hi, Amy. Yes. We're seeing the profile page. Okay. Good. Because I was just talking. Now I'm going to get to showing you. All right. So this is the profile page. You just come on and you create your profile. You make yourself a banner, upload a photo, right? Write your bio. That's just the basic setup, right? And then we're going to go over here to the dashboard. And we're going to click on that. And here's kind of the behind the scenes. So this will give you so much information. It kind of blows my mind. So first of all, look at this. 75 subscribers. It's been just over, I think it's day 16. Like what? Right? And so this is your dashboard. And this is where your content lives, right? Your posts, everything that you've done. These are all the posts I've done. Anything you can schedule your posts here. You can save drafts. But these are the published posts that I've sent. And if you want to schedule, it's all so very easy. You could just click on the edit and schedule it. Here's where your podcast lives. I started 2 podcasts once I got into this. One for public. It's my Be Real Business podcast. And one for my private membership, which is, or I'm sorry, the Be Real Business podcast is the private one. The public one is Unleashed Female Entrepreneurs. So I'll show you. In like 9 days, I've had 200 downloads. Look at this, right? Okay, so I could just start a new episode right here. It'll take it over to Hello Audio, and it's out. You connect it to Spotify, to Apple, to whatever podcasting platform you want to put it on. Okay, you can have a chat. You can have a chat for your subscribers. You can have a paid chat. So inside my membership, where I'm teaching curating a community of buyers, right? We'll have a paid chat where when I do a training every Friday inside that membership. You should come join. It's $79 for the year. It's crazy because I'm just starting. So I'm going to be doing a lot of trainings there once a week. And then people can chat and ask questions or, where's the replay link? Or what do you think about this? Or whatever you want to say. So you can have a chat. You can go live. And then this is all about your audience. Here's the people who have subscribed. Here's your growth rate. You hook this up to your Stripe account. So when people subscribe, they pay through Stripe. Okay, so here are the settings. I want to take you through this. You're going to give this is called your publication. So let me just open another tab and show you this. Let me see if I can change tabs. Yes. Okay. Here's look at that. It's following me. All right. This is my publication. So right here, sorry, where is it? Right here, you go to dashboard settings and then you create a publication. I made a little logo. You set up your payments. You decide how much your paid subscriptions will be, and you can name them. You tell people right here um, what those benefits are of joining, and that auto populates this subscribe. Boop. There we go. Okay. Can you guys see that? Yeah. So when I change this, wait, where is it? Sorry, I'm taking you over. On the plans right here, it automatically makes this, right? So people can subscribe for free and they get my weekly insights on being seen, being heard, and being paid for your work, right? Or they can subscribe for $79 a year or $47 a month. I just said 47 a month because if somebody wants to check it out, but there's so much content in there, they should just do 79. So they just subscribe. And these little benefits that we put over here show up in those boxes. Okay. So then that is the subscription part. Now let's look at the actual publication that I just showed you. Okay, so the first thing you do is you edit your theme. This is your website. This is your nav bar. I know I'm getting deep into this a little bit, but I want to just show you the overview. You can make custom pages, but here's how that's done. It's so easy. This is the website editor. You can either do profile, just basic. It just shows everything. You don't have to do any of this other stuff. If you just do your profile, everything will be in a single feed. If you want to make sections for people, then you can just customize it and add the sections over here. I won't go into all the web stuff, but what I do want to go into with you is your pillars. We talked about positioning, and now I want to talk about your pillars. So when you come to my publication, I have it so that everybody in the membership can see all the trainings from the membership are right at the top. So they're not digging around looking for them. And then I have resources, but the pillars in my brand, and this is what I want you to think about, are be real, value, identity, and experience. So in my company, we teach people how to share their truth by, first of all, understanding what it is and getting it into words, right? And then how do they value that? And how do they, communicate that? And then what comes up, because it happens, right? When we start valuing ourselves, is some limiting beliefs. So I have my whole identity shift series on here. And then we're looking also at your experience. What have you done that you, throughout your lifetime, that you can now monetize? So that's all about who you are, what you're up to. That's my first pillar. My second pillar is take a stand. That's about visibility. I teach speaking. I teach, this kind of stuff. I teach community building. I've taught curating a community of buyers for years. It's not something that's new. It's what we do when we have a business. We find our buyers. It used to be called the Book of Buyers. It used to be called the Rolodex, right? It's all the same thing. Who are you? Who is your community? And where can you find them? A great place to find your community is getting in front of other people's audiences. So we talk about that with speaking, whether it's live, whether it's doing interview exchanges, whether it's co-hosting something. That's the best way to grow your business, is to get in front of other people's audiences who are your ideal market. So that's what Take a Stand's about. And then change lives. And I haven't, you can see these are gray because I haven't done any trainings on this yet. I've only been on here just over 2 weeks, you guys. But this will be about your offer suites, pricing, a lot of like my CEO method of enrollment, how to sell without feeling salesy. And then the final one is live well. And that's about lifestyle and designing your environments and your energy, all those things. A lot of this comes from things that I learned early in coaching school, right? The 9 environments of you and designing a business that fits your life, whether rather than a life that fits your business. So those are my pillars. What are your pillars? And I have this guide for you that I'll drop in. Let me see what you guys are saying. But now I've got the comment bar with it. Are you guys are seeing this, right? Oh, wait, you're seeing? Are you seeing this? Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. Let me see. You're seeing. Wish I could make this bigger. Like, I guess. All right. Well, I can't change anything with the let me make this full screen or make it bigger. I don't know if that's gonna work. I'm gonna see. It's this part right here. Oh my gosh. All right, well, yeah, you can see what I'm doing, but you're seeing my Facebook dashboard instead of my actual tab. I probably just chose the wrong thing. So there we go. Okay, so let me get back to this. You want to have your pillars and then you want to set them up so that you know what it makes it so much easier to share your content. So let me show you some cool things. I'm going to come back over here to my Substack. That's my profile. So we've got a profile and we've got a publication. And then if we click create, let's talk about notes. Notes are like little posts on Facebook. So you can just leave a note and here is what they look like. Here's a note that I put a couple days ago that I put out there. And that is where you can just say something, right? So you can create a note or you can create an article. And when you click on this, it's just like that. It's just like a post, right? You can schedule it right here. You can add video. You can add images. It's all right here. You can save it as a draft. You can schedule it for later. When you write an article, here's what it looks like. Kind of looks like, Microsoft Word or Google Docs, right? Everything's right here. You put the title in, you can add photos, you can add links. It's kind of crazy. You can copy and paste things. I was showing one of my clients the other day that I could just go to my website and copy the entire page, like a sales page, and paste it, and it brings over all the pictures. It just looks perfect. You can add buttons. Look at this button. There you go. It's not like we didn't have any of this before, right? So this is an article and it makes the coolest. I don't think you're seeing the articles. I think it opened in another page. You guys, I'm sorry that the screen thing is so wonky. I've never had that before. So I don't think you saw any of that. Ugh. Oh, you did, Diane? Okay, thank you. Gosh, I'm so disappointed. I wanted to really be thorough and show you guys so you could get set up and get going. But I'll do my best. Okay, so then when you create, like, you could do a podcast, you could do a live, you could make a video for later. It has a recording studio. Does that go over? Yeah, okay, good. It does go over. This is a whole recording studio where you can choose your mic, choose your video. It's got something like this, I think it's because I'm live right now. You can add your brands. You can invite people. Maybe you want to come on and record something that you're going to use in the future. Maybe you're collaborating with someone. You want to do an interview. You can interview them. You can save it as a draft. You can schedule it. You can edit it, right? So that is the recording studio. And then, actually, let me go back. And then you could also go live. Now, the other thing that it does is look at these. When you do an article, like, look, I did this. It was a live 3 days ago. And after, as soon as you finish, it sends you clips and it makes a cover for you. It starts, let me try to go slow and see if you can see this. No. Okay. Or if you just add a photo, it does this, right? That's just a article that I wrote on that page I showed you. It looks just like a Word doc, right? I just wrote my article and then added a photo, and it makes this really cute little cover for you. Let's see if I can show you this one. Yeah, see that? That was made by, not by me. And you can just choose, you can change the thumbnail. Like it's all just a click away. And then you can also do audio. I love this. Let me show you one that I did. I think it's this one. No, but what you can do is you can just write your article and then you can click on audio and you can read it and it'll drop a clip at the very top. And I just was saying, if you prefer to listen, click here. You can add it to your podcast if you want to just drop it in your podcast. So when people are out and about, they can listen to you. I'm going to try to find another one. I'm scrolling a lot, I know, but I want to show you, if I can, the audio. Oh, here's one. And I didn't go into Canva and make any of this stuff. Well, my headers and that type of stuff, but the content, it makes it for you. So see, here's one. It's written, but then you can also just listen. I think it wrote all this too. Okay, so do you guys have questions? No, you don't pay for it, Diane. It's all free. It's all free. And then let's talk about email. Let's go back over here to our dashboard. I'm going to do a workshop next week. If anybody wants to attend, it's a paid workshop. It's $350. We're going to spend about 3 hours setting. I'm only going to do like 5 people getting you set up. So if you want to do that, let me know. And I can take you through this and save you some time and get it really, once you've got this strategy in place and then you know what to do each week, which I'm going to tell you my content flow in a minute, you're set. So wait, what was I going to show you? I was going to bring you back over here to show you the emails. Let's see. Settings. There we go. So down here, we have emails. Here's your website area. And if you want to add something to your website, you just click on these dots and say, this one's on the nav bar, I could remove it, right? And I made that page, it's just the same as making an article. There's no WordPress theme. It's just copy and paste. I organized, by the way, my publication by tag. So what that means, I'll get to the emails, but I'm wanting to show you this too. If I tag it be real, it puts it in this category. If I tag it take a stand, it puts it in this category. And that is simply a tag that I created. Paid members, I have a tag, so that goes right to the top because that's where I put that section of my publication. But emails, let's talk about these. You set up your welcome email for your paid subscribers, for your free subscribers. This is for imported subscribers. I'm not importing people. You can import your entire email list, but I'm inviting them. I don't want to just import them over here. I feel like that's rude. So some people do, but I just don't want, I want people who want to be here. I'm curating a community, not churning leads. That's a churning leads move, right? Like, see how many people I can get here and how many will stay. That's not what I'm about. So, and then your founding subscribers. So there's two levels of subscription. There's the membership level, and then you can have a founding members level. And that is just whatever you want to do. I added more trainings and more support to mine. So you just choose it. A good way to look at this is, where are you taking your clients? So I love my clients to be in my mastermind. My mastermind is the bomb. And so before they get there, they want to get to know me. So I have a program called Unleash Your Revenue, and it's a weekly training on Wednesdays about growing your business, on all the things, your speaking, whatever I see them needing. I'm taking them through the current things that are happening. These aren't old recordings. These aren't like AI things that were created. This is me. I'm a business strategist. This is me showing you what's working right now, right? And so I'm taking that and I'm letting the Founders Club come in for, they get one training a month. We meet 3 times a month. I'm going to give them one training. That's the founders member. And they get everything in the membership. So do you see how this is working? They come to the membership, which is Curate a Community of Buyers. They start working on their community. And then it's like, okay, now I want to make some offers. I want to make some money. Okay, come into the founding members level of Unleash Your Revenue. And we'll talk about selling to your community. Once a month, you'll get a training. Well, I want to get Q&A. I want to be on the live group calls. Okay, come over here, not on Substack. Substack is my front end low ticket offers. Come over here to Unleash Your Revenue, which is hosted in Kajabi and live on Zoom, right? And so can you see the ascension there? That the right people, and then from there, they can join the mastermind. So that's what I'm talking about, your ascension plan. So these memberships right here are the welcome emails. So if you sign up, if you subscribe to my Substack, which I hope you will, you probably maybe have, this is the welcome email you'll get, right? And then I give you my E-code assessment. So it's an assessment of your core values, your life purpose numerology, your Enneagram personality style, and the experience you have in your life. And it puts it all together to help you create your stand. And so you can take yourself through that. It's something I do with clients one-on-one. But I made an assessment that has 4 videos in it, taking you through each of those areas. So I just put the link here, right? And then I'm telling them, hey, if you're ready for my Curate, here's what you get. The price is wrong. I changed it. I made it less. So then I also said I have a private podcast. Let's click on that. Here we are on Spotify. It takes me straight to my podcast. It takes you straight to my podcast, right? Can you believe this? Are you guys as excited as I am? Let me see the comments. It sends you clips. Diane, I'll show you. I'll show you. It is like StreamYard. The only thing that's different with StreamYard and Substack is you can't stream to multiple platforms, right? Um, Rhonda said yes. What did I ask you, Rhonda? Um, okay, I think that's okay. So let's go back here. Do you guys see why I've been shouting about this? If you found me on Facebook, which you probably did, I'm like, come, everyone gather round. I need to show you what's happening. So that's my email that goes out automatically when somebody subscribes. Um, Let me get back here. That's one thing I don't like is that when you save something here, it takes you all the way to the top again and it's kind of long. But I mean, I'm good. Thank you, Substack. I don't mean to complain. And then you can make one for your paid subscribers and then for your founding member subscribers. So they call it founding member because this was started for um, journalists and people who wanted to share their work, their writing. And so originally it was like, hey, I'll just give you $200 because I like you, right? But now I'm making it, and some of my peers are making it into a second level where they get more access to you, which I think is really great. So see if you join Curate, which you should do. I hope you do. I want to help you with this. You get this email and it tells you all the things. We're going to have the weekly live strategy sessions. Um, Here's the podcast. I need to add the chat because we're adding the chat. We're doing all of that as well. But now when I do a paid post, so this morning I put the guide that I'm giving to you guys on my Substack as a paid member. You just, when you write the article, you just say, it says, is this free or is it paid? And you click paid. And so now they'll get it, and you don't have to automatically send an email. You have the option to email them. So I emailed those of you who are paid, and you got an email saying, hey, here's the cool new guide that Patty made for getting your Substack set up. And then it puts it right here. I need to fix the thumbnail because it's cut off. So there's still a few things that, you might have to do. Oh my goodness, right? But I just put it right there, and then because it's paid, it's right up here at the top. And all it is what I showed you, like writing that article. And there's your guide, which I'll drop that in for you too. Okay. So that is the emails. And then let me see what you guys are saying. When you receive an email, where does it go? When you receive an email, where does it go? Well, when somebody subscribes, here, let me just show you. Is it this one? Subscribe right here. So choose a subscription plan, right? When somebody subscribes, you're already on it's not going to let me do it, but what it'll say is, great, enter your email. So now let me see. When you receive an email, where does it go? Well, when you receive it, it just goes to your email, whatever email you gave to me. And then let me see more. See if I can see this. And can it go directly to your own list where you have your list of emails? Oh, I think I know what you're saying. Like not an email, like their email address. I was reading it like okay, got it, Amy. I'm with you now. You can export your email and add it into I think you said you're using Kit. Yes. It's right over in the email section. You can just download it. There's all these, let let me go. It might be an import export. Import email addresses. I'm not sure where it is, but I know you can do it. I saw it. Okay, so I wanted to show you, Diane and everyone, the clips it makes. Are those on here? It emails them to you. So if you look at, I'll show you one that it did. You know, I just showed you that guide that I put up this morning. Stories. How do I get to stories? Here it is. Oh, that's me live. Okay. Okay, sorry. Okay. Oh, it's still on. There. How do I get to my stories? Oh, I think it'll list it here. It lists them here, right? Okay. Never mind. I'll go to Instagram. Since I'm live on Facebook, that's just a little crazy. It's not going to work, but this will. Okay, so it gave me this clip. If I click on this, will it take me to my... Thank you. There, right there. It just gave me that. And so I put it on my stories and linked it to my Substack. It gives you like 6 or so. And I think they live, it emails them to you. Here's a few clips. But as soon as you press publish, it populates them. You can click on them and say, change thumbnail, change what it says. So those ones that I was showing you, this one, which you can only see for a second, I changed the words, but it has it, it puts your photo behind it. It has it positioned well. So it's got a great starting point. Okay, so let's talk about how I have done a lot. How, okay, so you get your publication up, you've got your workflow. Let's talk about your workflow, and then let's talk about how to grow, okay? So here's what I'm doing. First of all, let me tell you why. People like to consume content in different ways. Some people like to read, some people like to listen, some people like to watch, right? So I'm doing each of those each week, and each one builds. So here's what I'm doing. On Tuesdays, I'm doing a podcast. And last Tuesday, I showed you that podcast, right? And then it gives you a transcription. So Claude AI and I get together on that, and it helps me take that transcription and turn it into an article. And then I have to massage it because AI always makes it so short and punchy, but whatever. It's good. It's a good working buddy, right? And then, so Tuesday's the audio podcast, Unleashed Female Entrepreneurs podcast, going out on a podcast network near you. And then I take that and I create an article for the readers. And so then on Wednesday, I post the article. On Thursday, I do a live about it. Same content. Some people like a live. And, you know, people like to pop on a live stream and get to know you. So those are the 3 things. Each day on each of those things, I tell them that this Friday, I will be doing a training on this topic. So what I'm doing is I'm reverse engineering That's last Friday. How curating a community turns into clients. That's a paid training for my membership. But the day before, I did the shift from content to community. That's my article. The day before, I did a live, why social media isn't working like it used to. The day before, I did a podcast right here. Social media doesn't grow coaching businesses anymore. Community does. It might sound like a lot of work, but it's not, because I'm just I'm taking one piece of content and breaking it out and coming in here and posting it. And then people can consume it the way they choose to consume it. And think about it. It's going on my podcast. It's going on my publication. It's going in my community by paid membership. Are you guys seeing this? Are your minds blown? Let me see what you have to say. It sends you clips. Okay, I want to make sure I give you the, am I forgetting anything? I want to make sure I give you the, oh shoot, I had that open for you before. It's going to be pattykeating.com. Oh wait, I saved it. Hold on a minute. I know where it is. I had everything set up and then it wasn't anymore. But that happens. Okay, so here's the guide. So, because it's a lot of information. I just have to get my notes app to start and pull it up. There we go. Okay. Here we go. So let me come back over here to this. Can I make a comment? No comments. Let me see if something went wrong. Okay. Oh, now all the comments. Now I can see them all. Okay. Here's the guide. I just posted it in there. Let me know if you can see that. I'm pretty sure you can. Rhonda, I was asking if we could see your page. Yes. Okay, got it. I was like, what? Sign me up for next week. Oh, yay, Don. You got a spot. I'm only going to do like 5 because we're going to go deep. I'll message you. I'm so excited. Yeah, I know you and I know the depth you have. Let's see. I think I've got, do you guys have questions? I don't see anything right now. Okay, so that's it. And well, let me check my notes and make sure I did everything that I wanted to do. Got the guide. Yay! Okay, that's awesome. Okay, what do you guys think? Where are you with this? Tell me in the comments. Did I blast too much all at once? Where are you? So here's what I want you to consider when you're building this out. If someone lands on your profile, what happens next? Right? What do you want them to do? And I want you to think about that. So do you want them to like get to know you and read your content? This is where being seen as a thought leader is so powerful. And most of you are thought leaders in here. Because if somebody can read your work and feel your perspective and understand your values and experience your voice and start to see how you think over time, by the time they get to an offer, the trust is there. It's just like, the people don't trust offers anymore because we were so infiltrated with internet marketers who weren't delivering. They were just selling. So now we need to create trust. And this does that because they're familiar with you. They resonate with you. And that really changes everything. You're not trying to convince people that you're credible. and you're letting people warm up to the energy of your work over time. That's a completely different sales environment and a much more sustainable one. So when I think about Substack, I don't just think, how do I publish content? I'm thinking, how do I create a space where my work can like expand and grow? How do I create a space where people can trust me or where my ideas can compound over time? How do I create a space where the right people can move from a reader to a buyer, to a like a subscriber, I should say, to a community member then, right? And then to a long-term person in my world. Some of you on here, Amy, how long have I known you? Dawn, how long have I known you? Rhonda, we've been having conversations for a couple of years, right? What if you had a community on Substack of people who know you, like you, and trust you and want to hear from you? Imagine. That's the lens that we're seeing this through. So the other thing I want to say is you don't need to overcomplicate any of this in order for it to work. You can just start posting. You can just start posting your stuff. I do want you to have a strategy, but I also don't want you to wait, right? So get some stuff up. And I tell you in the guide, get a few posts up. That's what I did. And get clear about your pillars. Get clear about what this is going to do for your business. What role does this have in your business? And that's enough to begin building momentum. Oh, the other thing, I knew there was something I wanted to tell you about. It's so cool. All right, so I'm going to share another thing. So I talked about other people's audiences, right? But let me show you. Do you guys know, are you familiar with the app called Group Track? I've been using it for like all the comments on the post you want to join. That was me writing the message and then putting it in Group Track, and it was responding to you guys. Well, the owners of Group Track just launched, like, what day is this? This is Monday. I think it was on Thursday or Friday. This AI app they're starting with Substack to find people you can collaborate with. I'm going to show it to you. I had it open on the other, let me see here. I'm going to go here and I'm going to go to there it is. Okay, it's called getyellow.ai. I'll drop it in the chat. Check this out. So these are all people on Substack. Like, this did not exist last Wednesday. This platform is growing. Now is the time. I'm telling you right now. Okay, so you come in and you create your profile. Can I see it, or I'll just edit it? Okay, so here I am. I just put my name. I copy and pasted my bio from Substack. I said who my audience is. I said what problem I solve. And then I chose the platforms that I'm on. And then I didn't do sample content yet, but I said, here's the collaboration preferences I have. So if your niche is online business, coaching, consulting, personal development, mindset, manifestations, faith and spirituality, then I want to collaborate with you. Okay, what kind of collaboration do you want to do? Guest posts, cross promotion, you choose, right? I'm not doing ads, so I didn't choose that one. I don't need a business partner, no thanks. I don't really want a newsletter takeover, but these ones I'm into, right? I think once a month. Okay, so I set up my profile. That's how long it took. Then I go over here. Here's who's recommended for me. Check this out. So, and by how much, right? So Virginia Parsons, let's check her out. She is open to all of these things. Here she is, her audience, heart-centered entrepreneurs. So here's a piece of her content. I don't have mine in there yet, but I love this. I can go check out her content. I can send her a message. and say, oh, this is the connection guide. They just added that on Saturday, I think. This is their AI. It shows you how compatible you are with them. It shows you how the two of you merge, right? Like I do this and she does that. And then it gives you suggested topics for our podcasts or for co-hosting a live series, right? And then it gives you, hey, do you want a little bit of help? Like, oh, what do I say to Virginia? Oh, how about you say this? Or just gives you a way to get started, or you can skip it and write your own message, right? And then there's the message, which I messaged several people the first day I'm doing collaborations with them. So check this out. Like you can, let's go back. You could message or you could visit their Substack. Okay, let's go check her out. She's new. She has 4 subscribers. That's great. I love the new people. There's a lot of them coming in because people are like, what is happening here? I'm in. Okay, so I can take a look at her. Remember I said people like to hear you, see you, and read? She's got it right here. Here's her intro post. She's got an article, right? She could do a audio here, maybe do a live. All of a sudden I feel like I know Virginia, at least enough about her to make a decision if I would like to collaborate with her or not, right? So this is Yellow AI. They just launched it. Here's the directory. There's 110 matches. Oh, matches. I don't know how many people are in here for sure, but here's what I do know. They just launched it. The first 200 people get 6 months free. And then Jenna said probably on month 7, they'll start charging like $9 a month. So all these people are coming in and there you go. What do you guys think about this? Hello? Let me hear. Let me see what's going on. Bye, Jose. You're welcome. 13 years, Dawn. 13 years. That's amazing. Got the guide. Okay. So I don't see any questions. I know I'm a little over. Sorry for the delay in starting. I had it timed for about an hour, which I think it is, but I had a little challenge. Challenges always give you the ability to find opportunity to be resourceful, right? Okay, so let me see. Let me check my notes and see if there's anything else. Here's the other thing I want to mention. Once you start publishing, you're going to start learning. So don't try to figure all this out. Once you start sharing, you're going to see what resonates. Once you start building, everything will start to take shape. You don't have to have it all figured out. Get your strategy in place. Get yourself started. You don't need to be completely ready. You need to be willing, right? Willing to be seen, willing to show up and be 15 minutes late because your Facebook Live won't screen share and your entire presentation is screen sharing, and just go, right? You just keep going. Now I know, right? Because that's really all you can do. But if you're willing to do it, let your ideas have a home here, build something that can hold your next level of leadership. That's what can happen. This isn't just another platform. People are like, why would I want to go on another platform? I'm like, let's take a look. It's not just another content stream. It's a home for your thought leadership. It's a home for deeper conversation, for people who want more than surface level content. It hosts your body of work. It's so valuable, right? So, is there anything else? If you would like to join my membership, please do. I have it like grand opening priced at $79 for the entire year. And I'm going to be doing trainings every single week. If you want to come to my Substack workshop next week, drop me a message. Dawn's got one. I think there's 4 spots left. We are going to get on Zoom and get it done and then create your flow, right? Mine is a podcast, an article, a live, and a training. You don't have to do that. What we need is something that works with your life, that curates your community the way you want to curate it, and put it in place and get you. The other thing is get on here early because people are going to come. You know those people on Instagram who had got really big followings early? It's not because their content was better, it's because they were willing to do something new. And that's what this is. If you're willing to get in here and start collaborating and finding other people like you and building out your network and curating your community, as more people come on and they see all the people that you're collaborating with and who are following you, they're going to notice and they're going to come. It's a huge opportunity. I feel funny saying that. I feel like I'm in network marketing. I have an opportunity for you, but it is. So I'm saying it. All right. I'll wrap up there. I hope to see you in the membership. I hope to see you in the workshop. If you want to know more about, I also have a VIP day. I'm doing VIP days for this to help people get A to Z done. If you're interested in that, I have that available. The other thing I'm doing for Substack is 1 hour consults one-on-one. So those are all available. That's $500. The VIP days are $3,500, and it's done. And the VIP days come with 30 days of follow up on Voxer, so we continue to work it through. So there's a lot of ways I can help you if you should choose to seek my help. And I will see you next time. The recording will be in Facebook. They're going to take it down after 30 days. You know, I might put it here in Substack, but I'll tag you guys. I'll message you. I'll let you know what's happening. And I think that's it. As always, be real, take a stand, and change lives. Bye for now.